Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Cyber Trading 365. I'm joined with Ravila. Those of you who don't know, she is a business entrepreneur, a cybersecurity professional, and has numerous achievements when it comes down to certifications and also mentoring other women in this field. So we did talk about how the career has begun. So now let us can you tell the women down there, if somebody is interested in the engineering field, what would be their next steps?
Well, your next step should be to figure out what path you'd like to take. And an area that I always recommend people to take a look at is training. And so there are certifications you can pursue, and as well as formal education. Since I started, which was in late 1999 and early 2000, there are many more higher education classes you can take, whether it's a certificate course, whether it's a bachelor's degree, all the way up to PhDs. Yeah. Now, with regards to information security, if we're talking about the certifications, certification route, then my recommendation is for everybody to go and take a look at gocertify.net. It's an excellent site. It has cataloged every single type of certification you can possibly get. And so I use that site to actually build my certifications. I started out actually with different Microsoft certifications, and then I moved on from there because I started changing my path a little bit. And so my recommendation is this, is that first figure out what route you want to take. Make sure that you invest in that, get the right certifications, get neutral certifications, because then if you decide to change paths, then you can still reuse that certification. Okay, so that's a recommendation. Yeah. And then don't be afraid. It's not bad to let a certification lapse. I let my Microsoft certifications lapse, at least one of my SANs, and that sort of thing. And then I've also made the decision. Some people may be surprised at this, but at this time I've made the decision not to get any more security certifications, because what my focus is at this point is to make sure that I have appropriate business acumen. So it's okay to do that as well, but to still keep up with the certifications that I do have in information security.
I think so. The key is keeping that balance in there. Absolutely. With the certifications. Absolutely. And if you're investing your valuable time and effort into a certification, what I get from what you just said was make sure that it goes into different fields. If you even choose to change from a highly specialized cybersecurity field to getting into a business role later on in your career, right. That would be a managerial role and so forth. Right. This is pretty key insight.
Thank you.
All right. I think so. Everybody who has joined us today has learned a lot from Ravila in terms of what certifications you have to do and other aspects when looking at the cybersecurity field. Well, thanks for joining us, Ravila, again.
Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.